Artsy Thursday, and on Thursday we definitely like to bring you arts discussions. And today I have with me Benjamin Oduwole. He is a painter and a visual artist. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so now I was talking to you earlier and you were telling me about how you actually went to school to study art.
Yes.
So tell me, why did you decide to take that choice? At what point did you realize you had this gift for art?
Ever since I was in primary school, I was actually the best art student. Then when I got to secondary school, the love for art grew again. And I started seeing that I actually derailed in a way by following my friends to science class. I saw that I couldn't cope and it wasn't my...
It wasn't your thing.
So I went back, I had to go back to art, and most of the time I was always at the art studio.
Oh, okay.
Then I knew this was something. And again, my, not just being an artist, but the family I come from is just a family of artists. 2 graphic artists, 1 fashion designer.
Oh, nice.
We have a sculptor.
Oh, nice.
Then,
so different forms of artists. Yes. That's really amazing.
And majority of us passed through Yabatech.
Through Yabatech.
Yes.
Okay, studying arts. Amazing. Okay, now let's talk about some of your pieces you have here. So what's your medium? What's your major art medium?
Yes, oil on canvas, and I do a lot of mixed media and impasto. Okay. What I mean by mixed media is I have to use other materials, you know, chunks and some other things to
make,
you know, match make and then produce an artwork.
Okay.
Then the impasto is laying of thick colors on my canvas. So for every stroke, it has a meaning. Okay. It has a reading, you know. There's always a meaning to
an interpretation to every stroke. Amazing. Let's talk about some of the artworks we have here. Yeah. So right there we have one. I see. Is that a painting of Fela?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me.
Fela.
Of course, he inspired it, right?
And again, I look at it that you don't judge a book by the cover. He is a man that has spoken the truth till he passed on. And he has been, if you look at his music and his lifestyle, you might say, okay, his lifestyle, but his music rings a bell to people. And being an activist, you know, so I look at it that I am also an activist because I look at what I do with my art is to speak the truth.
Truth, yes, you know, very true.
Communicate with the truth.
All right, so right beside that we have an image of a bird.
Yeah.
Tell me, was that?
Yes, that is titled Walls Have Ears. Because
walls have ears.
Yes, because
that's a parrot.
Yes, what I mean there is this: in life, you need to keep your secret to yourself, especially when you have a vision and a dream. So when you tell it to someone else, it's no more a secret. So it becomes, you think that person is keeping a secret for you, but when it goes out of that, telling that person, it shows that you might not actually, you know, get the vision done. Yeah. So it's better to keep, then when the vision is being actualized and being, you have gotten where you're going to, then you can now spill it out.
You can spill it out, so also actually know.
So when you tell things to people, it's just like you telling a parrot something.
Yes.
And everybody
literally knows. So walls have ears. Keep your secret to yourself. Amazing. So now, can you actually just cast your mind back to your most favorable painting, your most memorable, let me say, painting, and what inspired it?
Yes. My most memorable painting has been a painting I did. Actually, the painting, it's African Mona Lisa. So I looked at it as Leonardo da Vinci painted Mona Lisa, and I made her to be an African woman.
Okay.
Because I believe that the African woman is a precious gift in the world, that they are the best from all races. Because if you look at it, the white people, when they grow older, you cannot see the beauty like an African woman. Like what I'm trying to say is, like
black don't crack.
Yes, like if you look at some of our legends. They get older and then they still
Even
look
better,
pretty and
yeah.
better. Like this veteran veteran actress, Yarimbo. She's over 70, but she still looks very young. But comparing her to, just other races, you see that we still have the best kind of skin,
Okay.
the best structure, and I believe.
Okay.
So that's why.
All right, amazing. So now I kind of imagine that when you started arts, it was a popular thing to do. I mean, now I think arts, African arts, is more appreciated. So what was that thing that kept you going and kept you deciding that, irrespective of the fact that Nigerians, Africans, the environment you find yourself might not appreciate artists, what's kept you going in that regard?
Yeah, my inspiration was actually, one, my mom, and then secondly, my mentor,
Okay.
who happens to be Baba Usman Abdullahi. We met in Kano, actually. So he was a painter that he paints with passion. So I went to him and he kept me going, kept telling me, don't worry, you make it in the field of art. Because I told him actually that I know that I can paint, I'm creative, but the environment around me do not encourage me. So I said, no.
I hear you.
But he told me, if I can make it as an artist, then you can make it. So when I started seeing other great artists like Dr. Kolade Oshinawa, late Professor Grillo, and Professor Bruce Onobropaya, all of them, I said, if these veterans can make it through visual arts, then I can
Then
do
you
so.
can make it as well. Amazing. And I love the fact that you actually stayed the course. And I actually was going to ask you to name a few artists that actually inspire you, but I guess from all those names, you've actually mentioned them. So we have one more artwork that we haven't spoken about. So can you tell me about that?
Yes, that's an abstract painting. That's Life is a Mirage.
Oh, nice.
Because I feel that in life, we keep aspiring to get there. But a mirage is like a flow. You're seeing something, but by the time you get there,
there's something else.
It's something else. So
True.
you keep aspiring, moving, and then if with hard work and diligence, you will get there. But if you look at it, you might derail because it's a mirage. It's an illusion.
All right.
It's not real like that.
Okay.
But when you keep with perseverance and then hard work, you go and
it becomes clearer. So now tell me about, I think I've always found abstract arts really, really interesting and intriguing. Because when you start, do you have what you intend to paint? I mean, the idea that it's abstract kind of explains it, but just to know, do you have an image you have in mind when you start doing an abstract piece? Or do you just keep going and just see where it ends? Like, for instance, when you were creating this piece, did you know it was going to end up looking like this? Did you plan the colors, the shades, the lines, the curves, all of that? Or were you just going and then eventually got to this point and you're like, oh, okay, I think I'll stop here now?
Yeah, you see, for me, abstract is just an inspiration that comes. Then, if, like in my studio, when I was doing this work, actually, I was just painting. I was actually visualizing for another thing. But it got to a stage, said, no, I had to change my mind and my focus. So I was just doing it. What actually came to this point was an accident. So it was something I was doing. I was actually painting another thing then. There was a mistake, an accident. I said, no. So I had to change. So from there, I started seeing, oh, from this mistake, there's something I can achieve.
There's something, okay. Amazing. I think it's actually beautiful how you can turn a mistake into such a beautiful piece. Well done, sir. And I wish you all the very best in everything you do. Thank you for joining us today. All right, and that's it, guys, on our displays for this morning. There's still so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria. I mean, there's a whole lot coming from the kitchen right now, but we do have to take a break. And when we come back, we'll see what's cooking. Do stay with us.